Hey boys, welcome back to some more Melbourne Storm Korea and taking on the Tigers who are just behind us. We did get a loss against the Bronx, but everyone is back on deck. Smith has finished his 3-game suspension, which is not good, but he's done now. Jerome Hughes, who I thought would miss this game as well, is thankfully back in action. But looking at the Tigers lineup, it's yeah, I can't actually remember. Who did they sign for this year? I don't think they actually made that many signings. Oh, Ryan Madison, actually, he's actually a pretty big signing for them. I would imagine in real life he would probably play, back row, play a full 80 minutes, but they, yeah, I mean, the Tigers, they're an interesting one. I don't really know how they're going to go this year. I don't think they're going to go that well. I don't know. I just have my doubts about the Tigers this year, but this one, not a good start for us. Just a knock on from the kickoff. That was not my fault. A lot of times there's a mistake and I'll take the blame, but that one, not my fault, as obviously Mbai is out. I don't know if he's out injured or suspended, but obviously he's I think he's the captain for the Tigers this year, which Mbai's a quality player. So, missing him in the game here is a bit of an issue for them. But yeah, it's not a good start for us. We gave away the penalty. Gave them 2 points. It's, not too big a deal as Adokar streets into the backfield. Not great defenses. Cameron Smith links up, trying to find a paceman. Gets out to Joe Stimson again. Can't find the quick guys. Finally, we get it onto Curtis Scott, and he is going to race away and score a length of the field effort set up by the Fox Adokar. Just, we could have made it easier for ourselves when Adokar got into the backfield, but all the support men were the slow guys. We couldn't link up with a Cameron Munster or one of our other centre pairings. But we got the try, 6-2, good start. We need to break the sort of the loss at the minute. We need to get on a bit of a roll. I just want to cement our spot in the top 8. Preferably a top 4 finish would be ideal, but we at least have to get into the top 8, sort of cement that, get a few wins back to back. Because obviously, Origin is going to be coming up pretty soon on the game here, as we try a little tricky play down the blind side without a car. Works out pretty well. The kick inside the 10-meter zone is a pretty good result for us at the end of the day there, as Jerome Hughes crabs across the field, gets it on to Solomona. But yeah, the Origin's coming up. I don't think we actually won't be without too many players. Munster, Smith, probably Adokar for the Blues. Not that many others though. I think that maybe Felice Kafusi, but yeah, we won't be too bad off, honestly. And we got the cover for it, so oh man, that's frustrating. That's the play we always like to run off the scrums, but that time Mahe Fanua, very solid player. He picks the intercept off and ruins it for us. So thank you, Mahe Fanua, for ruining that. We had a great chance off the scrum to further extend the lead, but it looks like we're gonna have to hold out at least one more tackle here before the Tigers. Well, hopefully, so they don't score. And there we have it. There's the halftime break. So no harm done there. So 6-2. We'll take that. We've had way more possession, but haven't quite capitalized again, which is a bit of a trend in this series, as we spread it out to Adokar on the wing, and he just stands up. The fullback Joe there puts in the kick. I don't know. It was a bit of a strange kick. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. It's a brilliant little chip kick from Cameron Smith. Will Chambers puts the pressure on and forces it to drop out. That was actually a really nice bit of play as we spread it out. Oh man, that was not a good pass at all, and Momorowski is going to streak away. I'm pretty sure Momorowski, was he at the Roosters last year? The name sounds so familiar. I'm trying to think. Maybe he was at the Tigers and he played a couple of games, but for some reason I'm thinking he was at the Roosters. Maybe not. I know the name, and wherever I saw him, he played a couple of games and he looked pretty solid, but was that the Roosters or was that it might have just been at the Tigers. I don't know, dude. There's so many, like, change of teams and all that sort of stuff that it's hard to keep track. As we're going to kick it out on the full off the kickoff. Can you believe it? This is turning into a bit of a disaster, honestly, where we're shooting ourselves in the foot with just silly penalties, silly defense. You know, what can we say is right here, it's going to be Robbie Farah against Smith. Smith with the defender. Can't hold him up. And the Tigers, all of a sudden, Esan Masters shouldn't make a mistake with this one. A pretty simple conversion. With 20 minutes remaining, the Tigers are going to go up 14 points to 6, which is extremely frustrating once again. We gave them that 2 points early on, but it now gives them an 8-point buffer. We need to score twice to get back into this game or take the lead, and Curtis Scott is going to come up with a high shot. Things are just going from bad to worse, and there's the send-off final warning, so someone else must have done a high shot as well. So we're going to face another couple of anxious moments with the judiciary, but thankfully for us, the AI, I don't even know if it was forward, but the refs have helped us out there with forward pass off the tap. Can you believe that? That is a cardinal sin. As again, the outside backs from the Tigers doing a good job off the scrum against us. We're usually pretty dangerous, but they're shutting it down quite comfortably. Will Chambers crabs across field, tries to link up with the support, and he gets knocked down by the Tigers, and it's going to be 6 tackles to them. Oh man. But who was that? Christian Welsh coming off the line quickly, putting pressure on. It gives us another chance. That is honestly a huge play by Welch. He's a very good player, actually. He's a potential bolter for Queensland this year, in my opinion, as that is good bit of footwork there from Addo-Carr. That looked nice, dude. The step is really good in this game, and that one right there, it was just a bit of a just stood him up, really. I think it was it Fanua he stood up? I'm not too sure, but that was extremely nice to watch. Addo-Carr on the wing just burns his opposite number. So yeah, 14-12 to the Tigers. A chance here for the Tigers to pretty much put the game to bed with this bit of play. But again, they're going to throw a forward pass. This is the Tigers. They've had the game wrapped up, but they're just shooting themselves in the foot. Gives us a scrum feed where we're in our own zone, but you know, we're going to have to make something happen here as Jerome Hughes gets it on to Chambers. Couldn't quite do anything. Again, the scrum defense from the Tigers are excellent. But there's a big gap there. I don't know what the Tigers were doing. Terrible defense. Addo-Carr is going to put in the chip and chase. Oh no. He's going to run away and score on the first tackle. Can you believe it? The Fox. He's almost won us the game here. We still got to defend, but that was exciting stuff by Addo-Carr. I just saw there was no one. I don't know if they made like a sub or something, because someone came from like the opposite side of the field to plug that hole, but it was too little too late, and Addo-Carr just puts in a little kick. I knew I had the speed to burn, and that was shut the gates. As Cameron Munster here, brilliant play. I was trying to link up with the second rower there, or the lock, but you know, not the end of the world. All we have to do is play smart here, but we are going to try a little grubber in behind. A little bit dangerous, but there is the ball game. A good come from behind victory. We haven't had too many of those this season, so it's nice to get. Addo-Carr, deserving man of the match. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one.